Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. It is time for one of my favorite videos to make. This is the video where we go over the top monsters in Monster Legends. Or more specifically, we take a look at the top 100 players, what are they using in PvP, for offense, for defense, and it's a good proxy for the best monsters because you would think that the best players are using the best monsters and that's how they get to the top 100 category, with the exception of those few bunch that swap out some monsters just to have some odd Pandakins in there and just some random electrics and whatnot. So, with that being said, I normally like to take guesses, but I'm going to ignore that. The one thing I know for sure is that Permanent Megaton is still going to be on top, so Pangolith. After that, doesn't matter. I'm curious to know if there's any Metro monsters in like the top 5, and if so, who would it be? Because yeah, Pangolith is just dominating the Megaton space, so Falsarius is probably not going to be up there. Will he be more than Mouseron? I don't know. We're going to find out. Attacker monsters? I feel like none of the attacker monsters have really made a huge impact. Maybe now that we have Slumpster, he's going to start to dominate like the top 10 category. Maybe we'll see Grack Shack, Slumpster, you know, the taunt dodge area mechanic. So maybe by the end of the season, we'll see some changes and more Metro monsters in the top 5. But for now, let's see. So as a quick reminder that A stands for attack, D stands for defense, and T represents the total number of monsters used. So the ratio of players with pay-to-play Metros as opposed to none this mid-season was 76 to 24. Still not as many players buying into the Metro era quite yet. Again, I don't think the paywall Metro monsters have been that significant. They really haven't. Maybe Grack Shack, right? Dodge area strong attacker, but I don't know. No one really stands out. With that said, let us scroll down. So the first thing we have, look at that, of course, Pangolith, mostly used for offensive purposes, which makes sense. He can counter so much. Whatever the enemy brings, doesn't matter. They need to get through Pangolith first, and you're battling the AI. You're not battling a human player. So the AI doesn't always do the best skill. So you can just have a Pangolith absorb whatever the enemy's bringing, and you're good to go. On defense, it's used 16 times, and then in total, 69. Then we have Lord Nabotis, 58. I would assume because he has anticipation, that's why he's mostly used on defense. So 44 defense, 14 on offense. We have Spec as the most popular offensive monster. Well, that's not true. Technically, Pangolith is the most popular offensive monster, then Spec. You could always do the Pangolith, Spec, and then triple damage buff, and then Falling Fire, and that can eliminate enemy monsters. 6 on defense, 54 total. Then you have Chi Ao Long, 32-20, so still more popular on defense. You know, just an annoying monster. If it goes first, Ignorance is Bliss or Corrupted Dragon. Typically, Ignorance is Bliss, though, unless there's a Pangolith, and then you are stumped. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4. In 5th place, we have, so the top 5 is still dominated by a Corrupted Era. Pure Pandoff, 18-16, pretty much split down the middle, almost 50-50%, 34 total. Look at that drop-off. We go from 69 to 58 to 54 to 52, very close in usage, and all the way down to 34. Man, okay, free-to-play monster, paywall monster, free-to-play monster, paywall monster, free-to-play monster. It's a pattern. It is a pattern. Alright, Lord Nabotis, was he the $20 monster? Or was he the $50 monster? I don't even remember, and it hasn't even been that long, like 4 months ago. This was I think this was a breeding event monster. This was the maze monster. This was the $20 monster. So maybe it was the 50. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. I genuinely forgot. This was a free-to-play monster. Alright, Fruit Taster. So, the most popular Metro monster so far, 25 on defense, is the very first race monster. I wonder if it's because players have him ranked up already, since they already got him like rank 4 and then rank up survival dungeon, or just because his healing capabilities are insane. Sound regen, life regen with rotten berries, drains 30%. If the enemy has a Pangolith, that's 90% of his HP gone. If they run a hidden shiv, that's an extra amount of damage. So that could be it. I use mine on defense. He's awesome. Ryklops, look at that at 27, 19. This one does the double cleanse. Just like Ignorance is Bliss, except you don't have Absolute Zero after that. 8 for offense. And then you have, is this the most popular? This is currently the most popular Metro monster for offense at 23. I mean, you can do so much amazing stuff. If you have this monster, if you have a Spec, if you have a Pangolith, you can literally go first in the turn order, protect with evasion, do a positive effect protection, double damage your Spec. Like, phenomenal monster. You start off with a random positive effect for your whole team. I definitely see this usage increasing more and more, eventually breaking into the top 5. We have Mouseron. So, how the almighty have fallen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th place we have Mouseron. 9, 12, 21. So, mostly on defense. I still use mine on defense. Grack Shack is next, actually tied with that Mouseron. As I mentioned, this is the only paywall Metro Monster that I can see players really taking a liking to. I don't even know who the first Metro Monster bounty hunt was, because it was season 2. Who was season 1? Was it Acheron? No, he was a $50 monster. Who was the first one? I'm sure I'll see him down the list somewhere. But yeah, we have Grack Shack at 21, 912. Literally same usage Mouseron. With Slumpster being released, I can definitely see usage for Grack Shack increasing even more. I mean, she has a great skill. She has a cleanse skill that deals massive damage. She has another skill that does massive damage. She has 0 cooldown, 0 stamina skill. So definitely a monster I like. We have Jakuna High at 15. Look at the dodge area hanging on in there. We have a top monster, Syntheris. So once again, with Slumpster being released, I can see Syntheris, Slumpster, Grack Shack being a combo that's used. You can just keep protecting your Syntheris, giving evasion. You can Megaton with Syntheris. So I can see that being quite formidable, completely replacing the I would say completely replacing the Jakuna High Mojack combination. So we'll see how that changes by the end of Season 3. Look at that, a legendary monster at 12 total usage, as much as a paywall $50 Metro Monster. Isn't that funny? Literally, if there's any one legendary you should invest in, now you know, Santirion. You don't even need to really invest in them. Just get them to rank 1 and you're good to go. We have Mojack at 11 total usage, 2-9 on defense. Slumpster already. The maze literally ended by the time this data was composed. By the way, huge shout out to Monster Legends Competitive Wiki for putting this together. And already he's at 9 usage. So if anyone's going to jump up immediately to the top 5, I think it's going to be Slumpster. I think he's just going to break through and infiltrate somewhere. Like maybe beat Pure Pandoff, Qiaolong. Who knows where he'll be by the end of Season 3. Who knows if Metro Monsters will still dominate by the end of Season 3. Yeah, but we have... This is why, like, the paywalls aren't in the top 100. If you look at the Metro Monsters, Race, Ryklops, free-to-play bounty hunt, was it Frat Event? Paywall. Paywall. And then Maze. Like, and he's undeniable. She's undeniable as well. Gosh, we have Ingwe. Where's Fosarius? Fosarius is not even here. We have Ingwe, Bounty Hunt Monster. We have Hammergrom, Megaton, Stock Killer. Look at that. 7 total usage. Anticipation and Pierce. Love it more than just Pierce. Bloomeria, Anticipation, Algata. This is for buffing. Triple damage buff. Your Pierce monster gets to go. Same with Raijin. Nautic, I don't even remember what Nautic does. There's Fosarius, 145. Hammergrom is 189. And then Mouseron was... Oh my gosh, isn't it kind of sad that a legendary monster is outpacing a brand new Metro Megaton monster? Yikes. We have Shelly. At least you're beating Shelly. Krill Electric, Ollie Fanatic, and Rika, Frozzy-Knot, Melties. I think after this it doesn't even matter. It's just like random monsters here and there. We have Killjoy being used. We have... I don't think we're going to see much usage for him, honestly. He can apply Megaton to... Yeah, he wasn't even... Honestly, he wasn't even really worth racing for. I don't see much usage for him. I think I gave mine level 9 runes and I regret it. We have Viatrix, Don Canine, Thermagorn, Sigurd and Fort. That was the monster. That was the first exclusive bounty hunt. I don't see him being used as much. Yeah, it's not going to compare with the likes of a Dodge Aerial monster attacker. Etron, the $50 monster. Gek, Vampirastro. Thalasso, finally a legendary monster again. We have Taunt. We have Ignis, Roost Wayne, Dodge Area, Malarian. I like my Malarian, but yeah, I definitely don't see him being used when there's stronger attackers out there. Lady Mel, Master Eye, Kenray, Elvira for the evasion, Jagpack, Kodama, Moonhaze, Daedalus. Ooh, Armor Claw. Woo! Best design. But yeah, scrolling down, there's not too much. Emerald Nothura being used on defense. But yeah, guys, what do you think of the top 5? And do you think any Metro monsters are going to replace the top 5? Any thoughts in the comments below. Huge shout out to Monster Legends Competitive Wiki. Link in the description if you want to see this blog for yourself. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.